Despite appeal court judgment, Kano State residents trooped out en masse to welcome Abba Gida Gida, their governor, back to the state. I tell you, the appeal court had ruled that NNPP did not win the election, and judgment had been given to the APC governorship candidate. But irrespective of that, the people of the state still recognize the NNPP governor as their governor. So as the man is coming back into the state, see masses, people troop out to welcome him back into the state, meaning that the APC government obviously is going to have challenges in that state if they succeed in removing this governor and inaugurating the APC candidate. But let's dive into the details to see exactly what has happened. Despite outcome of the Court of Appeal judgment, hundreds of Kano residents trooped out en masse in what could be described as a rousing welcome to show affection for Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf. So the governor was on his way to commission the new accident and emergency A&E unit of Murtala Muhammad Hospital and Wuju Road project, among others. So the mammoth crowd, both male and female, young and old, took to the streets to catch a glimpse of the governor, who just returned to the state from Abuja for the Court of Appeal judgment. The governor, who was in company of his deputy, Comrade Aminu Abdusalam Gwazo, and other government officials, drove in the official coastal bus. Also received greetings from traders at the Canton Quarry Market, who abandoned their businesses to show their loyalty. Right from State Road, Canton Quarry, to the Emir of Kano Palace, people were seen trooping out like bees and struggling to catch a glimpse of the governor. Meanwhile, they chanted different songs of praises for the governor and also prayed fervently for the victory of the new Nigerian People's Party at the Supreme Court. So the mammoth crowd prevented the governor from proceeding to the renovated section of an hospital in Bamalali and Wuju Road project ready for commissioning. The crowd were said to have also accompanied the governor back to the government house, where he addressed them. Addressing the mammoth crowd, Governor Yusuf assured the people of the state that the government will not be deterred by the appeal court judgment, as he will continue to implement projects that have direct bearing on the lives of people of the state. Can you imagine? So if it is true that the people have come out like this, it means that the people actually, they're already in love for NNPP, and they voted NNPP, and they won't change their mind. They won't change their plan. It is quite obvious that the people are probably happy with their government. But that if it is true, but I know that APC, no matter how good APC will tend to prove itself, nobody, in the name APC alone, nobody wants to hear it. I tell you the truth. Nobody wants to hear anything APC again. Even if the person in APC has a very good plan, for the fact that it is APC the person will be hearing, APC now is bad everywhere. Nobody wants to listen. So the governor of Abba Kabir Yusuf, the governor of Kano State from NNPP, is still in power and still sitting as the governor, and the people are still showing their love for him. So obviously that state is NNPP state, even though it was APC under Ganduje, but before Ganduje it was NNPP, So now it is going to remain as NNPP. But again, let's see how the matter goes at the Supreme Court, because the governor has vowed to go to Supreme Court level to challenge the case. So there are a few comments here. Somebody saying up APC. Which APC? Another person saying the people won. Okay. Will that stop the court from removing him? He did not win. Okay, that is what somebody is saying here, that he did not win. The tribunal should remove the certificate forger and drug dealer that was parading himself as the president. Nonsense, Abi. Somebody has come out now to say it. And this is referring to the president now, because ordinarily, with all the matter and evidences on ground, the Supreme Court, the Appeal Court, and all of them shouldn't have done what they did. But unfortunately, it has gone that way. Please, all the sitting governors should not step down. The judiciary doesn't have the right on election. Stop going to court, please. They are business enterprises. And that is the truth. That's what somebody saying here. Never you step down. We don't have judiciary in Nigeria. If you are to step down, then Tinubu must step down. A drug baron and this Hausa man is serious. So the man over here, the man is saying it exactly the way it is. Eh? And now they're saying welcoming a demolition governor, their heads not correct. Gawuna is the best governor for Kanolites. Are you sure? Are you sure? And somebody said this is what you get when you vote based on religion. Tinubu used Islam religion to deceive the northern population. Peter B is the best man for the people. Okay. So Peter B was also elected based on Christianity religious beliefs. Nigerian politics has now faced candidate religious beliefs. Just keep quiet. There is another thing there. This is pure loss of masses' confidence in judiciary. Of course, it is not at all because you celebrated when it was ruled against Obi. What goes around comes around. Okay. Do you have judiciary in Nigeria? That's what somebody say here. The people are the highest court. The thing most of those injustices should have done is to always recommend a rerun to enable the people choose their own leaders, which is democracy. The corruption tendency will never allow them to do the right thing. One day, there will not be any hiding place for those injustices. I call them, so those justices, call them injustices. Now that is their name. So if they continue to give wrong judgments, especially when they go against the will of the people, the people's choice, one day it will clear their eyes.